Fashion. Oh, is this green? God damn it. Fashion, a staple of humanity's overcomplicated and moronic dating ritual. Whales sing their songs, birds dance their dances, and humans adorn a humble box logo. Fashion is just one of those things I never really put my full effort into learning about. It was just scary and overcomplicated, like math or the female reproductive system. But since I am the ripe old age of 26, I thought it probably would be beneficial to do a little bit of research into the crazy world of fashion, because there has to be something else I can wear besides gym shorts and a t-shirt. Tell me there is. There has to be something else. But instead of learning helpful tips on how to dress like an adult, I ended up going down a rabbit hole of the stupidest aspects of fashion culture. And folks, I'm taking you down with me, okay? I also was forced to read the word chic more than once, and that ended up turning my brain into pure jello. Okay, so later on, I'm gonna have different segments that go into further detail of the different characteristics of the fashion scene. I just wanted to start off by going into some overarching themes that suck about current fashion. Number one, too many options. I'm a simple man. You gotta give me a simple plan. Short sleeves, long sleeves, 3/4 sleeves, double sleeves, sleeveless, crew necks, boat necks, V-necks. What kind of shirt describes me as a person? I mean, every time I try and buy pants at a store, I have an existential crisis. I go into full panic attack mode. Slim fit, wide fit, cut fit, slightly bloated after dinner fit. I personally didn't see the pants chart final on the syllabus of being an adult. Number two, designer clothing is stupid. It's dumb and it makes me feel bad. I mean, I'm a poor, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. But why am I forced to feel like a weenie when I'm wearing a sweater from Kohl's? That seems like a really mean thing to do to my brain just because there's something really fancy out there that I can't afford. I mean, people tend to assume that when you buy designer clothing that it's gonna last longer or it's gonna be made better, but that's not true at all. The science says otherwise, so I don't understand why I have to feel bad because there's an expensive pair of Gucci shoes out there when I'm rocking my Crocs. Number three, online shopping. That sucks. Big way, and not in a good way. To begin, I have no clue what type of body I have, and online shopping doesn't help with that at all. I think the technical term for my body style is a round box. So when I buy shit online, it's an absolute crapshoot whether it's gonna fit me perfectly or it's gonna hang off my body like a Greek robe. I mean, it always looks great online because they put it on the most unbelievably attractive person imaginable, but that's not fair. That's not a real world comparison. Put that shirt on the average ugly. Let me decide whether or not it looks good on them, and then I can decide if it's gonna look good on me. I mean, sometimes they give you sizing charts, but I don't know what any of my sizes are, and that's your problem because this is America and you legally have to cater to the dumbest person in the room. And last but not least, fashion is pretentious and it's judgy and it makes everyone feel terrible. I mean, except for the people who are on the ball with fashion, and they're rich. Poor people aren't on the ball with fashion. They can't do that. I mean, remember like a few months ago when Gen Z was making fun of millennials for wearing skinny jeans instead of whatever jeans are normal now? Whatever, fuck it. If you look good in it, just wear it. If you look good, it looks good, it's fine. If you look good in bell bottoms and one of those tassel cowboy vests, just wear it. I suggest you wear it. Don't let the kids laughing at you in the park dictate how often and consistently you have sex. That's not up to them. I believe we should implement a cartoon character system that makes everyone wear the same thing every day and it's not seen as weird. I think that would be a lot easier for everybody else. So to give you all a base level of what I'm working with, I wanted to give you an example of my daily wear. I would say my fashion sense is a blend of early 2000s toddler who's playing it safe and wearable shitpost. So let's start with my collection of t-shirts that have zero sex appeal, but they do make strangers avoid me like the plague, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Starting off hot with my This Man Ate My Son t-shirt with a picture of Ted Cruz. This lets you know my political affiliations as well as the fact that I am mentally unstable. And then we have my douche shirt with sports words t-shirt, which, you know, it's pretty incognito. You wouldn't know on first glance that this is me making fun of other people, but if you look a little bit harder, you can tell what kind of asshole I am. We have the What If We Kissed at Toyotathon t-shirt. We have one of the best t-shirts of all time, which is the Arthur Zoopals t-shirt. I don't know where my father got this, but he gave it to me for Christmas. I've never been happier. We have the I do not trust people who drive Kia Souls. I know they are evil in my heart shirt. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Fuck those people. And then we have the on the outside I'm hootin', on the inside I'm hollering t-shirt with a picture of Kermit the Frog as a cowboy. So clearly I don't really know what I'm doing when I put clothes on in the morning. I somehow was able to acquire an entire Pizza Hut jumpsuit. Like an actual, I think you can buy this from Pizza Hut. I didn't pay for it. I don't know how I got it, but it sits in the back of my closet and haunts me every day. We have this camo jacket that I got. I stole it from a place that stole money from me through wages, so fuck them. But it's got all these like cool little doodles all over it, which I thought was neat, but there's never really a time to wear this unless I want to look like a veteran, and that's not cool. And then my most recent article of clothing is the 1 Minute Power Hour shirt from 1 Minute Power Hour Game Grumps. Once again, no sexual appeal, but I just like the back patch. So clearly, I have no basis of what fashion is. And I want that to go into your consideration of this video because I don't want to sway anyone one way or the other about fashion. I just want to bitch about it. Welcome back to America's favorite game show, Guess That Obscene Price. Today we'll be going over a bunch of plain white t-shirts from designer brands, and you get to tell me how much you think it's worth. Little pro tip, you cannot guess too high. Every single one of these prices made me audibly gasp. Up first, a very common brand, we have Gucci. How much would you pay for a plain white tee from Gucci? Let's say $100. That's a little expensive, but you know, it's Gucci. You want to look cool, you got that done. Well, too bad it's $445. For a t-shirt. For a t-shirt you wear under other things. Dolce & Gabbana, fun fact, they have a store in the heart of Chicago, and when I used to live there, I'd walk by and they would spit on me. We have another beautiful white shirt, which has both the traits of being white and a shirt. How much do you think this is worth? If you guess the price of an entry-level gaming PC, you'd be correct, because this is $495. Once again, people are insane, and the people who make this are assholes. Then we have Chanel. Now this shirt, I mean, I'll give it to them. This is a great shirt from Chanel. Separates itself completely from the other white shirts we've seen today. Just by the vibe, just by the air it's given off. Now, going off of what we've learned so far today, let's make an educated guess. What do we think? Like $400, $500, $600? Well, you're absolutely incorrect. It's a Walmart t-shirt. This thing is $10 at Walmart. You believe the lie. You are a goober, and you're the person they're trying to sell this to. And then we have a Prada white t-shirt. $875. I'm not even gonna make a joke out of that one. That's disgusting. That is horrifying. You could get the fucking plain white tees to sing Hey There Delilah at your nephew's bar mitzvah for the price of a fucking t-shirt. It's horrible. I hate fashion. Now, I would like to take a second and talk about something I'm passionate about, which is fashion items that I believe deserve more respect. For some reason, people look at these items and find them corny or hard to look at, and I find that offensive because these things have actual practical use. I mean, how about the Snuggie? Why aren't we wearing Snuggies outside? That's so stupid. For those of you who weren't around in the early 2000s, Snuggie is something you would put your hands through, and it would be a blanket, but you could still eat like chips and stuff. And that should be a fashionable item. I can't think of anything more comfortable than just a blanket wrapped around your body that you can like type at the computer with. That's fantastic. Cargo pants. People give these things a lot of shit, and that's despicable. They are so useful. Ladies, how often are you buying pants and realizing it doesn't have a pocket for some unknown reason? I suggest to you the cargo short, which has more pockets than God intended. Yes, they're boxy and unflattering to the human form, but we're talking about utility. You know how many pieces of candy I can fit in these pants? Way more than normal. Heelys, I own a pair of Heelys, and I'm too afraid to wear them out every single day, but it's such a more efficient way of traveling. Once again, if you weren't around in the early 2000s, Heelys were a type of shoe that had a wheel in the heel, and you'd kick your feet up and you'd coast, and it's a way more efficient way of traveling. Yes, a lot of children crack their foreheads open, but we're adults now. We can handle it. Make adult sizes so I can go to the supermarket and back in less than 5 minutes. And also Velcro shoes on the same page. I mean, it's so convenient, and I think it's annoying how they're not. I don't want to tie my shoes all the time. Just let me Velcro them. It makes me look like a space cadet if I wear Velcro shoes, and I find that unfair. It's a way better form of shoe. So there you go, guys. Next time you want to buy a new wardrobe, just avoid the designer brands, avoid fast fashion, which is bad for the environment, avoid people who use sweatshops, which is almost all of them. Try and go to a thrift, well, a lot of thrift stores actually are now scams because they take things from actual Goodwills that people actually could use, and then they sell them for an upcharge. So that's not good either. Just be naked. Just get naked. Fuck it. We're gonna start a new trend right now. Like, comment, and subscribe so I can afford fancy things like a Supreme box logo. I don't actually want that, but I think it'd be funny to wear it ironically. But at that point, I'm just an asshole wearing a box logo, so it doesn't even work. New videos are out every Friday, so go ahead and tune in. Subscribe. Fuck me.